guys? It's John McNamara, host of Run in Vegas. We're talking local sports, business, real estate. If you guys see what you like, subscribe, follow us on Run in Vegas podcast. Today, I got my co-host, Mr. George Dez in the house.
He hasn't done this in 3 weeks, so now look at all this energy.
We got a special guest today, Mr. Aiden. Thanks for being on, brother.
Likewise.
Yeah.
It's an honor and a privilege.
Yeah, we're excited to have you on.
Yeah, 100%, man. No, I like I was
So
saying,
fierce.
Yeah.
Excited to have you on. Relax.
Relax, bro. I like Aiden.
Yeah, I know.
I
Yeah,
appreciate that. No, 100%. Lunch was super dope. I had a good time with you guys, so I knew podcast would be even more fun too.
Yeah, a little
So,
more unhinged.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah,
So what's going on, man?
Not much, man. Just
We're
been-
excited to have you finally.
Yeah, tell us about you, your story.
Yeah.
for
Sorry
sure.
if I interrupt, but I don't know if I fully disclosed. It's John McNamara podcast with interruptions by George because my ADD began.
Fans know.
Well, I didn't take my medication today either. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
I'm accustomed to all these things.
Yeah. You met us you got the real us at lunch.
Yeah, 100%.
Get the real us here, too.
Yeah, but a little bit of background is, I've been running a photography and video production business for going on 9 years now. Started in 2018, and no formal photography experience or business experience, just a kid with a camera in his hand and a lot of ambition. And, I got into this world, the real estate world. I got my license when I was like 18, turning 19, and just by a stroke of luck, I was working with somebody who was like a family friend of mine. He was a real estate broker, and he was honestly the one that gave me the idea to get into the photography and marketing side of real estate as opposed to trying to get into sales. Because I mean, looking back on it, and he was right. Like, no one's going to trust an 18 or 19-year-old with one of the biggest transactions of their lives.
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't either. No offense to all the young realtors out
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
But the idea was like, okay, get into the industry, learn like the business, and shake the hands you need to shake, make those connections, and then when you're older, do whatever you want. But at least I had something I could do and call it my own. And then, it turned out to be something that grew a lot quicker than I thought it would be. I actually had a passion for it, being creative. It's funny. I always tell people, like, when I was in high school, I thought I wanted to be a paramedic. And I can't do blood or needals, so I'm not sure what the hell I was thinking. Yeah.
So how did you come up on that? Yeah.
I don't know.
I can.
I don't know. I think growing up in a single mother household, like just somebody who had always kind of pushed the sentiment of like, get a reliable job, work in an industry that's kind of like recession proof. So the medical field made sense.
Like be a doctor or a lawyer.
Yeah. So
Sounds like my mom.
Right.
Yeah.
So that was that was kind of what I.
Hey, we're not working past childhood trauma anymore. Okay?
Yeah.
We're
going to
healed.
childhood trauma today, guys?
We're healed now. So is that where the unconventional business model you have for all you guys realtors that do not use Aiden? You have a little unconventional, which I would think, because we go out on a limb, spend money on marketing, we meet with people, sometimes we're working clients, we're working with them 3-6 months, and then the deal doesn't close and our time and money is wasted. And you have that very similar model to a realtor in your photography business. Is that where that came from, or did that come later?
So a lot of people think it was something that came out of necessity through like changes in the market, but it's something that I've been doing since day one in my company.
Yeah. You were ahead of the game, bro.
Yeah.
You were ahead of the game. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so like where the idea came from is like when I first got into it, even before I started the business, like I was realizing how much like time, money, and effort and resources goes into like listings as a realtor, and then also getting to the realization of like, oh, you guys work for free until you close the deal. Like that's crazy, you know?
Right.
So I was like, well, they're not going to fork up $400, $500, $600.
It's hard, especially
out of pocket, to do marketing. Especially, you have to understand too. This was a different time. This is 2018 in Reno, and I love Reno, and obviously it's what got me to this point in my career. Right, that's where I started everything. But things just move a lot slower there, right? So like back then, the only people that were doing photography and they weren't even doing video, wasn't even in the realm of possibilities back then. But photography,
drone.
Yeah, exactly. So they were doing that, and maybe you were a top producer, or you had a special client, or you were doing luxury listings. But the average person, like this service wasn't accessible.
Right.
So I wanted to like really change the approach to where it was like, one, it was showing people that it actually does work. It's a very like crucial part of selling a property, and this isn't going away anytime soon. It's the first impression of your listing and of your business and brand, so it's got to be something that's top notch. Otherwise, people are going to keep looking.
So I have two Throw Shade Thursday things I want to say. So for any realtor that's doing that. I think, you know what I'm going to do? This is what I'm going to do. So I'm tired of seeing the phone pictures.
Yeah.
There is no excuse for any of you guys to be doing this. If you guys are still doing phone pictures, not only am I going to tag you, I'm going to find you on Instagram, I'm going to tag you, and then you can reach out to them like, hey, bro,
There you go.
you don't got to do this no more.
Yeah.
Bro,
Yeah.
that's...
Well, even I'll say this, when we're looking at properties for our clients to send, as soon as I get like the iPhone pictures or whatever, the phone pictures, I don't even send it to my clients.
No.
Because it doesn't show
No,
up.
it's shit.
It makes
It's
a
like,
big
yeah.
difference. And their
I'm going to do
service
that, dude.
puts out-
It's like, call me your like a recruiter.
There you
Yeah.
go.
My man.
Yeah.
Your
I'm
service
super
creates a lot of trust because we're on the same way, and you got to get. I think you
sure.
got to give yourself a little credit too. I think you have like a salesmanship about you because I think you started in sales.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what we appreciate about you.
Yeah.
You know, because not a lot of entrepreneurs have that ability to connect the way you do.
Yeah.
And have lunch and hang out and
Right.
talk to us.
That is
and,
true, too.
And you
Yeah.
go out of your way to broker meetings to talk to us. So
Yeah.
that goes a long way.
Yeah, because our business shifted that way because I told John, I'm like, hey, we are not giving business out to anyone contractor, unless we've had lunch with them. Like, we
Yeah.
need to make sure we're vibing.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's all about relationships. I'm
Yeah.
like, and it's just that. But the second thing I was going to say was, since it is Thursday, so I call it Throw Shade Thursday. Like, I
Okay.
coined that. So if anybody else uses it, know that you heard it here first. No, there's a company right now in Vegas trying to follow your model. It's okay.
There's
laugh.
that?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know this.
Yeah.
Did you
There's a
know
few.
this?
And I'm super stoked to talk about that actually.
Oh, okay.
Okay, well, if they're your friends, I hated on them.
No, I'm not. I'm not hating on them at all.
No,
It's
no,
just-
I know. Hey, whatever I say,
Yeah.
guys, has no representation on what John
Yeah.
or Aiden. However, I hated on them, and I'm like,
Yeah.
it's like what you're offering, I already have, and he's all cool. No, I'm not gonna try it even once.
Yeah, there's a reason why it's not gaining traction with any of our competitors here in Vegas and beyond.
Okay,
I
thank you. I
mean-
didn't know if you knew them.
No,
I'm like,
no,
yeah.
I-
But I talk shit
yeah.
even if you do know people, so I'm like, I don't care. I'm
No,
like, hey,
you're
I'm
good.
always gonna keep it real.
That's
his hobby,
For
huh?
me, I try to be
Okay.
I try to be cool with everybody in my industry because when I first got into this,
I
like, the
don't.
wall of
I don't.
I'm getting fatigued for sure. I'm definitely losing my patience with a lot of
Long
people.
as
But,
you're saying it, yeah.
but I always said to myself, like, okay, when I'm on the other side of the table, I'm always going to extend my arm to help people out and give them advice or give them pointers or
Yeah, hire
or
them.
whatever. Or hire them. Yeah, that too. That's the easier option, right?
Yeah.
But you know, because when I first got into it, I was like 19 and no camera experience. I didn't know what the hell I was doing, and so like always asking people for advice. And I was like, I'll literally pay you to show me how you do this.
Right.
And it was left on unheard ears, you know. And so
yeah.
I was like, okay, well, and that's just a photography and creative thing. I understand, right? And so I don't take that personal. But going back to like the Build-to-Escrow stuff, I mean, we've been doing that long before it was cool. You
Right,
know what I mean?
right.
And I think it's funny, like, because a lot of the people that are doing it now, and they're not doing it correctly because it's not truly built to escrow, because they're using.
Oh, see, I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll get into that in just a sec if you don't mind. But we've been doing
I like it.
Yeah, we've been doing it for a long time, and so we did all of the infrastructure and built it out ourselves, and it's truly results guaranteed. Whereas these other companies that are doing it, they don't know how to talk about it. One, and two, honestly, they bashed me on it for years and told me it was the dumbest idea ever, and now they're doing it. But anyway,
It's like that Iggy Azalea song, right? Now
Right.
you like my drip.
Yeah, right. You know, they saw that it was working
about
for
it.
us, and they took action. But it's not true build to escrow, unfortunately, because you have to use a third-party company, and essentially, and a lot of times, you have to get a credit check to be able to be eligible for it. You have to pay a deposit regardless.
Yes, the
and
deposit,
if the house
it was-
doesn't sell, you owe them. You owe them money now too. And you know, if you decide to, you know, not pay
Yeah,
them,
they're
then-
trying to market it like you
It's-
truly do.
it's
However,
not,
they
yeah.
want to make sure they don't.
Yeah, with us,
yeah.
with us, there's no going through a third-party lender. There's no credit checks.
Yeah.
There's nothing like we do everything in house, and we communicate directly with the title companies. We make it very streamlined.
Yeah.
You took a chance on us.
Well, I mean, also, I trust you guys. You know, like
Yeah.
for me, like I
That's a high chance.
yeah. But for me, like you going back to what you're talking about with like the lunch stuff too. Is
Yeah.
like I feel the same way because I tell people I'm like my services aren't for everybody. I don't try to work
Right.
with everybody. I want to manifest, and I'm very blessed to be in that position in my career now where like I can really manifest the kind of clients I want.
See, that's
You
that's
know?
where we vibe. That's why I think
Yeah.
it's setting the intention and the manifest. We believe in that stuff.
Yeah.
That's why we reorganize our whole. I'm like, hey, we got to be vibing with everybody. We got to want to hang out with everybody
Yeah.
outside of work because then it's like personal, right? You succeed, I succeed, and
Yeah.
then we're truly looking out.
Yeah.
Like me, I'm like, what opportunity can I put Aiden in? You know, little events.
Sure.
I'm like, they're not little events. Some of them are big events. But I'm like, where he can get in front of people. Now I'm like invested in you as a person. I'm like, okay, cool.
Yeah. And that service too was huge for our business because we've always been very heavy listing based. And then when you're going through the expenses and there's a shift in the marketplace, it's like, oh my gosh. Half of our expenses are just photos, you know, and they add up. They don't seem like a lot, but when you take 8-10 listings a month, and then they're not selling because there's a shift in the market, your service came and you have high quality too. So we got best of both worlds. So
and John's very humble, guys. It's like, and you know, we're a really good team. Not to just toot our own horn, but when he's saying taking 10 to 15 listings, it's not to show off. But if you're looking for a team and that shows you how to take listings, hit us up.
That's us.
That's the plan.
No, but to what you were saying, John, is like I love that part of the business because it's allowed me to really like stay on track and like keep up with my clients too, because like their success is mine, right? Like I have to do a good job and best represent you in your listings, otherwise the houses don't sell, and then I don't get an invoice paid, right? And it's been cool too because like I have a lot of clients now that I've been doing this for as long as I have been, is like people that called me for their very first listing, and then fast forward 3 years, they're top producers. You know? So it's been something that's been cool because it works across the spectrum for those brand new agents who, you know, want to start off on the right foot and really take their business seriously, and then it works for top producers and big dogs like you guys who have the 8, 10, 12 listings a month, and they're like, I'm not trying to fork up thousands of dollars.
Damn, for me.
Good save.
But like Aiden got me. Well, I like about your service too, even like say we even have like we haven't had necessarily issues, but we need something done. We can call you directly, work with you. You have different packages. And you pick up the phone. Or you text us back really quick, which I really appreciate that because not all owners do that. So.
For sure. I think unfortunately like the creative world, like the bar of entry, it's kind of like real estate, unfortunately. Like the barrier of entry is a little bit too low. So you have, unfortunately, bad eggs, and then you've got people that are somewhere in that middle, and then you got people who see this as like a real business and you know have standards, right? And I think the people that set those standards very high, they rise to the top naturally. Both in my industry and in yours. Yeah, that's how I see it at least.
For sure. I'm like, it's all good stuff. I'm like, my head's going to Colombia. That's all I can think about right now. I'm like,
can we talk Colombia now?
Well, you know what I think it's. How does time go by so quick here? Okay, go ahead.
All right, let's stay on business.
Let's stay on business. I know my head's all over the place.
So what are your goals? What have been the big challenges this past year for you? I want to hear more about that. And then we're going to talk Colombia.
You're right, because you do have a couple offices. Actually, let's promote that. You're right. I get a little carried away.
No, you're good.
Okay, because you have a couple offices and you're in different.
So
So you can answer the
question. So I mean, I think really for me this year was like figuring out the system of like growth and scaling far beyond just like the markets that we're in. So like I see like my business is like hubs, right? Where like Reno, Las Vegas, and Cleveland are my hubs for my business. And each place has its staff and its team. And I'm seeing like each place is like my branch manager factories, if you will, right? Where like I want, at least my vision is that I want to take the best couple of people every year. And instead of them just being a photographer who shows up and takes pictures for me, now they're an actual, you know, have a vested interest in the business, and they're a partner, if you will. And I give them an opportunity to grow and start a business that's theirs, and we get to partner up on something and do it in a different city. And as opposed to trying to do it all on your own and figure it out and go through those trials and errors, I've been the one that slipped and fell for the last 8-9 years, so you don't have to. Right. So give them all the tools and infrastructure and resources to be able to be successful as well.
Smart.
So let me ask you this: how do you choose what city you go to next?
Great question.
Thank you. So honestly, there's not like a lot of like criteria besides it being a place with houses, you know. But I mean, it's got to be.
So it's safe to say at some point you're going to be in all cities, all states.
God willing,
I like that. I like that.
Yeah, I'd like to be. I mean, you know, for us,
there's no ceiling.
Right. Like I think we're lucky with places like say Reno. Like we've got kind of like those easy like offshoots, like Reno to Sacramento. It's a 2-hour drive, and we were already doing a lot of business there on occasion, and so it just made sense to start taking that market more serious. Or Cleveland. You know, Cleveland's actually the place that I don't talk about that place enough, but that's where we do the most volume. We do about 250 to 300 photo shoots a month just in the city of Cleveland.
Yeah.
And if you look at it on a map, Columbus to Pittsburgh, those are our two newest locations on the East Coast. It's almost like a triangle.
Yeah.
So all of those areas were, and in between those areas.
Man, I think I
were-
want to be a photographer just to travel with your company.
I think it would make a lot of sense. I know like the Midwest is doing a lot better in real estate, but
Yeah.
usually those markets are a lot slower. I'm originally from upstate New York,
Yeah.
and I would have loved your service 20 years ago
Right.
because that didn't exist. But yeah, houses would stay in the market 6, 12, 18 months. That was very normal for those type of areas.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Just any opportunity to tell people you're from New York.
Oh, like you don't
Just,
talk about California. I have a question. Is Sacramento a part of the Bay or not?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
we talked about.
Yeah. So,
Really?
well, no, not technically.
Okay.
No, it's not part of the Bay Area. However,
You give me a yeah now.
yeah, no, that's a Bay Area thing. Yeah, no. It's
I'm learning something new
yeah,
today.
Yeah, no. So Sacramento is not.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, okay.
Definitely not. But for the kids that are just kind of in that area, they'll someone and we'll let it.
You had to
pass, and we're like,
bring up San
yeah,
Francisco.
they're from Sac. Yeah.
Yeah.
So even though I say I'm 100% Mexican, guys, I'm actually from San Francisco.
He's
I
in
was
San
born
Francisco.
there. Yeah, I lived
country
there 4
of
years.
San
Yeah,
Francisco.
I've never
Yeah.
lived in Mexico, and I'm not 100% Mexican, but I just claim to be. But
Yeah.
now it doesn't matter because it's whatever you identify with. But you're a little Colombian.
My inheritance, I kind of became Colombian.
Yeah.
It's cool, you know. But I've been there a few times now. My first time there was end of 2023, start of 2024, and it was a trip that wasn't planned by me by any means. It was my best friend planned it. He backed out of the trip like a week before we were supposed to go. I decided to still
What a
go.
baby.
Big
What
baby.
a baby. Yeah.
And
it's
then-
like, friend, if you're looking at this, it's like.
I made sure he got FOMO, so now he's gone with me twice. So.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah.
He
And
made
actually,
up
we're
for it.
going together in a couple weeks.
Okay,
Yeah,
I hope
but-
he pays for the entire thing for reaching out that first time.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like, hey, I'm talking shit. I don't even know
it
you,
would
but
only
hey.
make sense.
Yeah, it would only make sense. Hey, remember
Yeah.
that first time? Now it's all on you.
Yeah, but I fell in love with it because I think it's a great country that's very misunderstood, very similar to my home, right? I grew up
I've
in
heard
Israel, and I think obviously the problems are very, very different, but also it's one of those places where if you go off of what you see on the news and you don't actually do the research yourself, you're like, oh my God, what is this horrendous place? You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And then you'll never go, or you'll never have a positive thought about it, right?
Which is so sad because I was reading this thing about the Americans the other day, and it said that about 80% of the population have never left. And I think it was like a 150-mile radius.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how can you
South America?
through
Or here?
American,
Oh,
Americans,
Okay.
Americans.
I'm not
And
surprised by that either.
Yeah, and I'm like, one, it's just crazy to me. I can't believe it because my parents have always done a big trip every year
Yeah.
that's somewhere different. And through travel, we understand, kind of to your point,
Yeah.
is that everybody's normal is different.
Right.
So then you become a lot less judgmental and a lot more open to the world
Yeah.
and what, oh, this is normal, this is not. And then we start realizing a lot, but I won't get into politics today.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, but I think, you know, to your point, like I think most people in Las Vegas, not even just Vegas, but most people here don't know what goes on outside of the 215 loop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And and I always say that about Reno too. No one knows what's going on outside of the McCarran loop. It's crazy, you know. So I think everybody needs to go out and travel and explore and learn different cultures and humble yourself. Because honestly, for me, like growing up, being born and growing up in a different country in the Middle East, getting to travel to a lot of different countries and continents and see many cultures, like I always come back to America. I'm like, man, we have it so good. Like people have no idea. Like we live in the best country in the world.
No, don't
Not
even
to
get me started.
Yeah, you know, not to get political, but
Yeah,
but
I don't want to be canceled,
yeah.
but yeah, I'm like, hey,
But-
if you went out of the
Yeah.
country,
Yeah, but it gives
you,
me
you would
a-
stop talking the way you do.
Right.
Yes.
It gives me a
yes.
sense.
Yeah, there's
it
a lot
gives
of
me-
It's
Yeah.
American privilege.
Of course,
Yeah.
it gives you such like a realization of like, wow, we have it so good. You know, like the problems, like someone's worst day in America is somebody's best day in Colombia or in Brazil or in China, right?
Right.
You
Yeah.
know? Yeah.
Yeah, no,
we
it
have
is.
it very good.
It is for sure. It's like, okay, so we're heading a little into Colombia. So, okay, so there was parts that you had seen it or maybe thought of it a little different. So what was a culture shock, or what was something that changed your mind and you're like, yeah, I'm digging it? Because now you're dating somebody that's Colombian.
Yeah,
so you liked it that much.
100%, yeah. Well, so, and I'll get into the relationship part of it too, but
okay, shout out to the girlfriend.
Yeah, shout out to Sara. But so I love the people there, honestly. Like, everyone's so friendly and warm and just like got good energy, right?
Yeah.
Like, everyone's always down for a good time, right? Like food and alcohol is very it's a big part of the culture,
Mexico.
Right? Yeah,
that's what I think I identify with.
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't blame you.
Carol
either.
G, if you're seeing this, I want to marry you.
Yeah. and so like it's that part of it. It's also a beautiful country, and it's so I like the first time I went with zero expectations because I did no research besides like a couple.
That's
YouTube
brave
videos.
of you too.
Yeah, and I got there and I was like, this is fucking dope. Like, this is awesome. You know, like I was so impressed. And then like the whole time, as soon as I left, I was like, when am I going back here? You know.
Yeah.
So I really.
How often do you go now?
Now that I'm dating somebody who lives down there, once every month and a half, or every 2 months.
I'm gonna have to like tag along.
Yeah, I'm very blessed for that.
Yeah.
You know, because I understand that dating somebody in a different country sounds insane for most people, right?
Yeah, but you're blessed to be able to go often.
Right. So. Well, that's why I always tell people. Like, I acknowledge that my life is a little bit unorthodox to the average person. Like, I don't have a 9-to-5, or I don't have to report to a boss. I can travel. I can work off my laptop as long as my phone works and my computer works.
With that being said, though, not to
undermine
undermine what you go through, because you always are responsive and you're always on top of your game. Mm-hmm. It is actually more responsibility at times than having a 9-to-5 than just taking a vacation.
Oh, for sure.
So because it's more time management.
It's 24 hours instead.
Yeah, my dad always told me is that you work 24/7 to avoid the 9-to-5.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Irony.
Yeah. So it's I feel very privileged that I can do that and date beyond just the 215 loop of Las Vegas, right? And be with the person that hopefully God is meant to put me in front of.
We need to have a dating show, dude.
Yeah.
The 215. I don't know who's dating out there right now, but it's trash. Let me just tell you, I just did a post today on like single moms, and I'm like, stop worrying about your king. I'm like, worry about your kids and the homework and getting food, and when they're 18, go ahead and go on that journey, because I'm tired of hearing all these people thinking they're the peach of the day and they're not.
Right.
I'm like, stop.
Yeah.
So what do you think of World Cup in Colombia?
Man, like, what a tease for that game with Switzerland. like I love soccer. Like, growing up in the Middle East, like that's our sport, right? So like, and then I moved to America, right? And everyone's like, the fuck soccer, right? You know, so,
right.
So then like, sorry if I can't curse on here either.
No, it's okay.
Okay,
cool. Yeah.
But,
we gotta be we gotta be unhinged, and we gotta be original and authentic. So
of course. So
There's been worse words on this podcast.
Yeah. Okay. There's been worse people on the podcast. Yeah. Here I am again. You're welcome.
But so I've always loved soccer, and then like having now kind of I kind of had I refound like my love for soccer going to Colombia, like going to a couple of Atlético Nacional games.
Oh, cool.
And I remember being there for the first time. I was like, this is so cool. Like, I remember why I love soccer. And so then when the World Cup came around, and they had a pretty decent team this year, it was fun. Like, I felt like invested into it.
Right,
And of course, like, I would love nothing more than Team USA to have performed a little bit better. I mean, they did for the first few games.
Yeah, that last game was rough.
But that last, they got
Oh,
thrown around for sure. But
that goalie, man. Two times messed up.
Yeah, so now watching like the Colombian team, knowing like half of the team from watching their other games and stuff on their club teams, like I felt invested into it. You know what I mean? Like, I really wanted to see them like make some moves on it, and they did. But it was we were talking about
penalty.
it. Yeah, I was a little heartbroken watching the shootout for sure.
Yeah, or the shootout. Yeah, I'm like, that was me with Mexico several World Cups ago. My parents literally were depressed, and so were we. We all went to sleep, and it was like an afternoon game. We're like, okay. It was just so sad. You felt, I'm like, maybe this is why I don't watch sports. Because my anxiety would be so high. I'm like, so I could do this every 4 years. But I don't know.
Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit more about Colombia, because I love to travel.
Yeah.
So
for sure.
what is like the main? If I go there, how long should I go? We should go. We should make it happen. Let's
you
manifest.
120% should go.
Yeah. No, I know I'll make it out there. My
Yeah.
cousin's been out there.
We know a lot of
He
people
loves it.
actually
Yeah.
that live there, which is
Yeah,
funny. And I only hear positive things for the most part.
Your lender, you guys are friends now, right, Jody?
Yep.
Yeah.
Shout out my friend
official.
Jody Smith.
Yeah, it's like, hey.
It's not the quarterlies.
You're just not the quarterly. You're actually a friend. He just hits you up quarterly. The irony.
Oh my God.
So I'll send this clip to Jody.
Jody Smith
But anyways,
used to be our lender, and he retired. But now he
okay.
goes to half the time he goes to Colombia.
Nice.
And it was the same city that you were talking about. I'm like, what are the chances?
Yeah, to Medellín. Yeah.
Yes. So it's crazy.
yeah. So tell us, what do you like about? Yeah, give us a little.
Well, if we're talking about Medellín, I think it's a beautiful city. Like you've got like the nice, like lush green mountains, right? I love the architecture there. The food's really good. I'm not a huge Colombian food fan, but
Okay.
the food in Colombia is good, if that makes sense. So like if you go get a burger or sushi or Mexican food there, even like the food's gas. It's awesome.
Yeah. Okay.
The
Is that
nightlife-
what the kids are saying now? Gas.
I suppose so.
Yeah. I never know.
I feel too. I'm about to be 29. I feel too old to say gas.
Oh,
I was
I'm
like,
10
why did
years
I
older
say
than you,
that?
brother. So I'm like, yeah, I still say fire.
Yeah. I say
But I
fire.
might switch it here pretty soon to like fuego.
Yeah.
It's like,
Oh my
it's
God.
fuego, bro. And this is probably why I should take my
I don't know if I'll be grabbing lunch with you guys if you start switching to fuego.
I would.
Damn, I don't know.
I would question us too. Yeah.
So this is fuego. Bro,
No, we're not making that a thing. We're not
this
making
is
that a thing.
fuego. All right.
But of course, the nightlife is cool. Like I mentioned, the people are some of the friendliest, most like helpful folks I've met. Like like I made friends down there with like I speak Spanish now, but going into it with my like really broken Spanglish, and people just want to like help you out and have a good time with you, like that I can appreciate. And then obviously like there's a few other cities I've been to too, like Cartagena and stuff like that. It's got that like old Spanish colonial vibe to it too, and beautiful beaches and islands and stuff like that. A little bit. I like that place a little bit less than I like Medellín.
Okay.
Like I think Medellín would be like the perfect city if it had a beach. That's really all it's missing.
Okay.
Yeah, but
And why? Why so? Is it more? Why?
I just love the energy of it. It's one of those like cities. Like there's a few places that I have gone to in the world where I'm like, wow, like this is one of those places where I could see myself like living in full time. You know what I mean? But
do you think you'll ever make that transition to Colombia full time, or?
it's possible? I mean, if we talk about like my relationship, like our plans to live in the U.S. together for a few years and stack up some money. Like I don't know. I feel like I'm in that like. I got another at least 5 to 10 years of trying to make as much money as I can and be, responsible, and be career
because it gets hard, man.
Yeah. So that's
I have a dog now.
Yeah.
And you know what? It's very expensive.
It ain't cheap.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
It's like even fucking dental cleaning. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, that's it. So just so you guys know, it's like that's not a dig. He's laughing. However, I'm probably not going to have kids and I'm not going to be married. So that is a big expense for me. And that is me being, to be 100% honest, that's me being responsible and mature.
Yes.
Having a pet on my own.
It is good.
And so thank you
love
very
it.
much. Yeah. Is there anything else you would like to clown about?
What? I'm just enjoying the pod with you guys.
Okay. So anyways, back to Aiden.
Yeah, no.
Since you're very opinionated over there.
No, you're all good, but I don't even know where we were at.
You have 10
Colombia.
years to make more money.
Yeah.
Just
So,
kinda
so
before
I
you
think,
gotta
I
settle
think
down.
America will still be my base for a while. You know
Okay.
what I mean? But I love the life that this business and career has given me to be able to like bounce around and travel and get to see the world, get to date somebody that I'm meant to be with, and not have the barrier
radius.
the barrier of a country being in different countries be what obstructs that.
Yeah. Our
bars from
soulmate
that.
could be anywhere.
100%.
Yeah,
go.
I
Yeah.
believe it. So what's next for your personal life? Dang it, I didn't even go through any of these questions.
That's okay.
Okay, all right. So what's next for your personal life? What's next for business? Like, are you opening up another office? If you guys are in the Bay, I'll send this to all my Bay friends.
Yes, please.
Yes. I know I got you
Yeah.
in touch with a couple of people, and
Yeah.
then I'll get more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think Denver is our newest expansion that we just opened this last couple weeks. After that, I don't think I'm going to open anymore, at least for like another year or so.
Okay.
We opened 4 in the last 6 months, so
That's
it's been
crazy.
a lot. Yeah, so I want to make sure that we, have the momentum we have and keep it growing. We keep
Right.
everything kind of
Right.
hashed and patterned. And obviously, as I transition into overseeing the whole company, not just working in Vegas, right? And then the personal life, just honestly keep traveling.
I love that.
I'm going to Colombia again in a couple weeks, actually, to go see my girlfriend. Going with my best friend, the one that bailed on me the first time.
So best friend, we're talking about
Paying for it this time.
Yeah, so he needs to pay. He needs to pay for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then,
I'm glad you finally decided. It took you how many years?
Well, he's came with me twice now. So
Okay, all right.
now he realizes he made a mistake. the
Yeah,
first time.
okay,
I FaceTimed him every day.
As long
and
as he
he's,
apologized.
I was like, you are missing out,
well,
bud. Yeah.
still bring it up here and there. You know, that's why you're friends. Yeah,
Of course.
Yeah, a little toxic.
That's the Mexican way. Yeah, it's like he keeps me around because I'm a little toxic. He's like,
Yeah, I got to hear it 20 times before it goes away.
Yeah.
That's the rule.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
Yeah, and I think just focusing on just trying to keep being financially responsible. I just bought a house the other day, not here in Vegas, but
I saw that. Was
my heart almost dropped, bro. My heart almost dropped. I'm like, wait, what?
No.
I'm like, you
You're doing this in a public spot?
Yeah, are you doing it so I don't cause a scene?
Are you trying to make this go trending right now?
Yeah, it's like, okay, microphone off.
Flip
Cut the tape. Cut the tape.
This is
Knife.
over.
All right, let's wrap it up on that.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna have to have another one because
Let's do another
we
one.
didn't ask any other questions.
George Hernandez, guys, you're looking for photos, videos. Aiden's your man. Thanks for being on, brother. We
My man.
appreciate
Dude, this
you.
was fun.
Guys.
We appreciate
Take care of
you.
yourselves today.